What's up, everyone? Here we have the iPhone 17 teardown, and we're gonna tear it down. And I did a drop test when I first unboxed it, and it dented the side, so I'm not quite sure if the back is gonna come off like it's supposed to. And I apologize for my voice, I'm a little under the weather. Grab out your P2 screwdriver and unscrew the two screws from the bottom after powering it down. After I heated up the back for 10 minutes on a heating pad, it was time to pry off the back. And first, you start out with a metal pry tool and then grab out a plastic pry tool and pry your way around the back and hope the back glass doesn't break like mine broke because my frame was bent and I just bought it. So I'm surprised that the frame was bent in such a way that the back glass would break. I'm really disappointed that the back glass broke because of the frame being bent a teeny bit. And the back glass is just so delicate that you just want to be as careful as possible when taking this off. All right, so you'll grab out a Y000 screwdriver and move the two screws holding down the bracket that's holding down the battery connection and the back glass connection. I couldn't stress it enough, you guys. Please hit that subscribe button. It helps me create content like this and other content as well, so I can have fun on my job. Disconnect the battery and then disconnect the back glass connection. Now let's hope that when we take the screen off, when we heat it up, it doesn't break because the frame is bent on the edges of where the screen is. We're going to use our handy Apple OEM screen removing tool, and it did get it off successfully. Sometimes it does break even with the tool. Now for the hard part, prying off the top part of the screen where it has a dent in the frame and hope that the screen doesn't break. We'll use some alcohol to loosen the adhesive and then remove the Y000 screws that hold down the screen and the proximity sensor. To get out the main board after removing the screen is you have to take off these PH000 screws and one Y000 screw to remove the camera, the ear speaker, and then you're able to unscrew the standoffs holding down the board. But first we'll grab out our PH000 screwdriver, remove a tremendous amount of screws holding down the ear speaker, and some of them aren't magnetized, so it's kind of hard to pick them up. And then we're able to disconnect everything, and then there is one little screw down on the bottom that's hidden underneath the charge port that you get removed, and then you can take out the board. Now to take out all the small parts in the charge port, and I wanted to say that I didn't expect for a screw to strip right away when I was working on this, and then a screw stripped, and I had to cut it out of the iPhone 17. I don't know if they just built it with cheap screws that strip. It's just not okay, Apple. Why did the screw strip? So Apple wants us to now remove the battery with electrifying the adhesive so that it will just pop out the battery. But I'm going to skip that step, and we're just going to use some alcohol and see if it comes out with a plastic pry tool, just as if it was any other iPhone that I've worked on. And it came out completely fine, which is great. All right, so we will check the camera button to see if it's repairable. Unlike the iPhone 16, where the camera button isn't repairable and you have to replace the whole frame and housing to repair that part, this one, it looks like you might be able to unscrew it. Let's get a closer look. So it looks like you can unscrew everything and you'll be able to actually replace the button. So it looks like this phone is more repairable, but it is more fragile to repair. And it seems like these phones are going to have to be repaired a lot because how fragile they are. I literally dropped it 3 feet and it bent the frame. And then when I went to repair it, it ended up breaking the back glass. And that's a wrap on the iPhone 17 teardown compared to the iPhone 16, which survived a smash test, being driven over by a car in a 2-story drop. The iPhone 17 didn't fare as well, breaking its frame from just a few feet. But don't worry, it isn't the end of the road for our iPhone 17's journey. Make sure to subscribe to my channel to catch all the latest guides on the iPhone 17 as soon as the parts become available. I'll have detailed repair guides ready for you. Your support means the world to me, and I'm thrilled to be the first to take apart this phone. Even with a little hiccup, like a strip screw, almost making me call it quits. But persistence paid off, and I managed to reassemble it with one screw missing. Next up, we tackle replacing the broken back glass. Stay tuned for more exciting repair adventures. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and see you in the next video.
Fix your tech with